Greetings students, beta class 7. We are going to just summarize our chapter 1 of civics, that is on equality. So in the chapter we are discussing, or we are going to discuss on equality. Equality means equal status, equal treatment, no discrimination with anyone on any of the basis. When the chapter opens, we discuss that we see that there are two women, Sujata and Kanta. Both are standing in a line and waiting for their turn to cast their vote, and there they see that all the people belonging to different social groups, means rich or poor, uh, whether the caste, maybe they were brahmana, maybe some so-called lower caste, so all the people of different caste, they are standing in the same line. So there is no difference among men, women, rich, poor, so the social status, the occupation the people do, but all are standing in the same line. So it means they are discussing that a kind of equality is followed here. So here we are discussing about political equality. The same day, another case, we see that when that lady Kanta, that she goes to her house, then she see that her daughter is not well, so she had to take her daughter to the doctor. So she asked some, just she took some of advance from the lady of the house. Then she went to the doctor. Then there she had to stand in a long line, but there she was thinking that whenever their sahab and madam, they had to take their child to the doctor, they never wait in such a long line. Why? Because those people, they have money and they can afford. So, and directly they take appointment and go to the doctor and get the treatment. But because she is poor, she had to stand in a long line and wait for her turn. So here we are talking about economic inequality, means the difference between the poor and the rich. So let us see equal right to vote. So when we talk about universal adult franchise, see, there is a difference between right to vote and universal adult franchise. Right to vote, there may be some people in the society, those who have not given the right to vote, and some may be given. But when we talk about universal adult franchise, universal means to all the people. So universal adult franchise means all the adult citizens of the country are given right to vote without any discrimination of caste, color, gender, language, region, religion, etc. Means no kind of difference, one person, one vote, one value. So this universal adult franchise is practiced in our country, means all the citizens are treated equal, from the president of our country to the rickshaw puller, everyone is treated as equal in political arena, means all the people are considered as equal. Then after, just when we move further, other kinds of equality. So here we talk about the caste inequalities. From the time immemorial, our society is divided into different castes, means caste system, where all the castes, they are kept on the ladder like structure, that is called hierarchy, caste hierarchy, where all the castes, they are kept on the different levels from higher to the lowest. And the people who belong to so-called upper caste, they treated the people of lower caste as inferior, or they discriminate against the people. Okay, this is caste inequality. So these days, if we see that in our surroundings, it seems that the caste inequalities are not there in our society, because all the people, they are well educated. But if we see the matrimonial of some of the newspapers, then we come to know that the people in so-called educated rich families, they want to get their children married in their own caste. So it means caste differences are there, or caste differences prevail in our society. So I think this is clear to everyone. So let us discuss some more about lower caste people. Where the lower caste people, they started using Dalit word for themselves. Dalit means broken. Okay, so here is one story of a child, Dalit child, uh, Om Prakash Valmiki. He was a famous he's a famous Dalit writer. In his autobiography, Juthan is the name of his autobiography. So in Juthan, he wrote that when he was in class 4, he had to sit away from others in the class, other children in the class, and that too on the floor, because the mat ran out before reaching to him, or before reaching the spot where he used to sit. And sometimes he was made to sit behind everybody, just near the door. And sometimes the children of his class, they used to beat him without any reason. So when he was in class 4, the headmaster asked Om Prakash Valmiki to sweep the school and the playground. Then he wrote that the playground was very larger, and you can imagine the child of class 4, maybe 9 year old child, how small the child is. And when he started cleaning the school, then all his face covered with the dust, and dust just had gone inside his mouth. Then the other children of his class, they were studying, but he was doing the work of sweeping. The headmaster, sitting in his room, was watching him. But even then, the child was not allowed to drink water. Then throughout the day, he kept on sweeping. Just he just from the doors and windows of the school, the rooms. Then all the teachers, they were also watching him. The students also, they were watching him, but nobody helped him. Nobody asked him for rest, or even a drink of water was not given to him. For a couple of days, the next couple of days, he was just continued the work. But when one day his father was passing by the school, he saw his son sweeping the school. He got angry, and he just confronted the teacher, and then walked away, saying that his child is in the school for study only, and he will study. So from the day onwards, the teacher, the headmaster, they never said him to clean the room. So see from the story that how the caste discriminations were there in our society. Even the small children, they were targeted in the name of caste system. In the school where all children, they were supposed to treat equally, the child was treated uh, badly by the teachers, by the headmaster even. This kind of inhuman treatment was given to all the people belonging to different castes. So one another story is in the chapter about Ansaris. Ansaris, it's a couple with property dealer. They were searching for an apartment on rent. They went to one apartment. The lady, when she came to know that the Ansaris, they belong to Muslim family, she denied to give the apartment, saying that they are non-vegetarian. And Ansaris got surprised because they could smell fish cooking in the nearby or in the neighborhood. So they thought that it is just because of their religion. The lady refused to give them apartment. They visited many places, but everywhere the same kind of incident happened. Then the property dealer asked the Ansaris to change their surnames to Miss and Mr. Kumar, but Ansaris refused because it violated, or it just hit their dignity. So that's why they refused to change their surnames. They wanted to continue with their own identity, so they didn't change their surnames. And after months struggle, finally they got an apartment. So here, if we see the case of Ansaris, they were refused to give an apartment just because on the basis of their religion. So the uh, discrimination or inequality on the basis of religion. So beta, this is all for today, and tomorrow we will continue the chapter. If you have any question or query, discuss with me in the class. Have a good day.